Hello everyone, my name is Aditi Soni. I am a student of Web Development from Alma Mater. Today I am showing you my Module 5 capstone project which is entertainment app. Now I am sharing my screen with you to explain my project. So this is my Module 5 project folder. I open this folder with VS Code. This is my main folder, entertainment app. Inside this folder, I have created two folders. First, client folder and second, entertainment backend. Client folder for my front-end logic and entertainment backend for my backend logic. First, I tell you my client folder, which is front-end logic. I open my client folder. Inside client folder, there are so many folders. First, I created a API folder inside SRC folder. API inside API folder, they have two files. First api.js and second tmdb.js. First, I explain you api.js file code logic. In this file, I manage all the backend API communication for my entertainment app. I used XOS to send HTTP requests to my Node.js backend. This helped my front end interact with backend routes. For example, user login, sign up, and fetching bookmarks data from MongoDB by centralizing all the API call in one file. My code is stay clean and reusable. If in future I change my backend URL, I only need to update it here, not in every component. This is my pmdb.js file code. This file handles requests to the TMDB, the movie database API, which provided movie and TV shows data. I created a separate XY instance which with a base URL for PMDB's API and includes my API key for authentication. Then I define functions like get tradings or get movies to fetch trading and popular movie data. This keeps the logic organized and allow the app to easy access internal movie data in different pages. This is my another folder component. Inside component folder, there are four files. First, I will explain you movie.js file code. The movie.js file code is responsible for displaying each individual movie or TV show in clean and stylish card layout. It shows the movie poster, title, and rating, and also include a bookmark icon so user can save or remove favorites. The logic contains with context to update the user bookmarks dynamically. This component makes the UI more interactive and visually appealing by reusing the same design across home, movies, and TV series page. This is my navbar.jsx file code. The nav bar is the main navigation bar of the entire app. It includes links to all the major pages, home, movies, TV series, and bookmarks. It also displays the logout button, which clearly the user session from local storage and redirect them to the login page. The navbar is fully responsive and designed using Tailwind CSS to stay fixed on top for smooth navigation. This is my protected route.jsx file code. This file acts as a security layer for routes that should only be accessible to logged in user. It's check if a user is authenticated usually by verify the presence of valid token in local storage. If the user is not logged in, they are redirect to the login page automatically. This ensures the private data like bookmarks can't be viewed without authentication. This is my search bar.jsx file code. The search bar components allow the users to search for movies and TV series by title. It sends the search input to TMDBI's API and dynamically display results on a screen. The design is simple but interactive, giving a real-time feedback to users. This is improves user experience by helping them quickly find specific movies from the database. This is another folder context. Inside context, there are one file bookmark context.js. This is my bookmark context.jsx file code. This file uses React Context API to manage global state for bookmarks. It allows all components in the app to access and update the bookmarks list without passing props manually. When a movie is bookmarked, the context update instantly across the entire app. This central management of data makes the app faster, cleaner, and easier to maintain. This is my another folder hooks. Inside hooks, I have one file usebookmarks.js. This is the code of usebookmarks.js file code. The usebookmarks hook is a custom React hook that handles logic for adding, removing, and fetching bookmarks. It connects with both context and local storage. So bookmarks are saved even after refreshing the page by separating this logic into a hook. I keep my component lightweight and focus only on UI. It's a good example of how reusable custom hooks make large app more efficient. This is my another folder pages. Inside pages folder, there are 5 to 6 files. First file is bookmark.jsx. This page display all the movies and show that a user has bookmark. It use the bookmark context to fetch the list and display them using the movie cards component. User can also remove items from their list directly on this page. It provided a personalized section for user to maintain their favorite movie easily. This is my home.jsx file code. The home page is the first page users see after login. It shows trading and recent movie by calling TMDB API function. It uses both the movie card and search bar component to make the page dynamically. This page combines multiple features like search, trading, display, and bookmarking, making in the main hub of the internet entertainment app. This is my another file login.jsx. The login page allows existing user to log into the app. It's connect with the backend API using XYZ and verify credential on successfully login. It saves the user token to the local storage so protected routes can be accessed. Proper error message and forms validation make the user experience smooth and secure. This is my movie.jsx file code. The movie pages display all the popular movie fetches from the TNDB API. It reuse the movie cards component for displaying results and allow user to bookmark movie. The design is grid based and responsive, showing many cards. This separation keeps movie and TV series organized in different routes. This is my signup.jsx file code. The sign up page allows new user to create an account. It takes inputs like name, email ID, and password and sends them to the backend API for registration. Once registration is successful, users are redirected to the login page. Proper validation ensure no incorrect data is stored, improving backend securities. This is my TV series.jsx file code. This page focuses on popular and trending TV series fetched from PMDBI API. It also uses the same movie cart structure for consist UI. User can browser, view, rating, and bookmark TV shows just like movies. This dedicated page gives better context categorized between movies and TV series. This is another folder Redux. Inside Redux, they have a one more folder Slice. Inside Slice folder, I have a store.js file. The store.js file set up the Redux store for the app's global state management. Redux is used here to handle complex data flows more efficiently, such as managing user authentication or bookmarks at a large scale. It makes state predictable and easy to bug. Having Redux ensure scalability is the app grows with more feature in future. This is my app.jsx file code. The app.jsx file acts as the main structure of the entire React application. It defines the routing for all pages, home, movies, TV series, bookmark, login, and sign up using React Router. It also wraps the app with the bookmark context provider so all child component can access global state. In short, it controls navigation and layout for the whole app. This is my main.jsx file code. The main.jsx file is the entire entry point for the React app. It renders the app.js component inside the root DOM element using React DOM. It also important global CSS styling like Tailwind CSS and ensure the entire app start smoothly. This file is what connected React virtual DOM to the real browser DOM. Each folder handle a specific responsible API calls, global state, routing, and UI component, making the app scalable, efficient, and easy to maintain. This is all about my client folder logics. This is my back entertainment backend folder. This folder is all about my backend logic. Inside entertainment backend app, there are so many folders. First, I create a config folder. Inside config folder, I create a db.js file. This file is responsible for connecting our backend to the MongoDB database. Inside this file, I'll be use Mongoose to establish a connection with MongoDB Atlas using the connection URL that I store safely in the .env file. If the connection is successfully, it logs a message like MongoDB connected successfully. And if it fails, it shows an error. The database connection is very important because it allows my backend to save user data like login details and bookmark permanently. Overall, the db.js file ensures that my backend can interact with MongoDB securely and efficiently. This is another folder controller. Inside controller folder, I have two files. First, authcontroller.js and second, usercontroller.js. First, I explain you authcontroller.js file code. In this file, I have written all the logic related to authentication. That means the functions for user sign up and user login. When a new user with sign up, this file takes their details, encrypted the password using encrypted, and then saves the data to the database for login. It verifies the entire mail and password. It generates a JWT token which is used to keep the user logged in securely. So basically, this file handles user identity, password security, and section creation using JWT. It's one of the most important parts of my backend because it ensures that only valid users can access protected routes. This is my user controller.js file code. This file handles all the logic related to user data management beyond authentication. For example, it manage operations like fetching user details, updating profiles, or handling bookmarks and favorite. It interacts with the user model to fetch and modify data from MongoDB. In simple words, this controller is like bridge between the user interface and the database for all user related actions other than logic or login or sign up. This is another folder middleware. Inside middleware folder, I have one file auth middleware.js. This is code for auth middleware file.js. In this file, used In this file is used to protect routes that required authentication. It check if the user request has valid JWT token. If the token is valid, the middleware allow access to the next function or route. Otherwise, it blocks the request and sends an unauthorized error. So the middleware is like a security guard. It stands between the client and the server router to ensure that only logged in user can access certain data like bookmark or user info. This is my another folder models. Inside model folder I have user.js file. In this file I have I have defined the structure of my user data using MongoDB schema. It includes fields like name, email ID, password, and bookmarks. This model acts as a blueprint for how user data is stored in MongoDB. I'll also added validations such as making the email unique and storing the password is encrypted from the user model helps the backend handle data in a structured way and direct interact with the MongoDB connection. This is my another folder routes. Inside routes, there are two files. First, authroutes.js code and second, userroutes.js file. First, authrouters.js file code. The authrouters.js file defines the API routes for authentication related actions. For example, it includes routes like register and login. Each route connected to a specific controller function from the auth controller. So when the front end sends a sign up request, it hits the register routes, which runs the logical return in auth controller.js file. In simple word, this file decides which controller should run for each authentication request. This is user routes.js file code. This file defines routes for user relative activity like getting user information, updating bookmark, or fetching user specific data. It also uses the auth middleware to make sure these routes are only accessible to authenticate users. So if someone tries to access these routes without login in, they will be blocked. In summary, user routers.js connects the user functions from user controller.js to actual endpoint the front-end call. This is my app.js file code. The app.js file code is the core setup of the backend server. Here I'll be important all the necessary modules like Express, CORS and the routes. I'll be also writing the middleware setup like app.use express.json function for passing JSON data and app.use function to allow requests from the front end. Then I will be moved my routes. So API authentication goes to auth routers and API user goes to user routes. In short, app.js connected everything together, configure middleware, routes and error handling. This is my index.js file code. This file is the entry point of entire backend. It's important the app.js and the database connection from config db.js. Then start the server on a specific port. I'll be also added a console log message to confirm the server is running successfully. So whenever we run npm start, this file runs first and launch the backend server. Without this file, our backend would actually start running or listening for request. So this was the complete explanation for my entertainment app backend. It covered everything for connecting the database, authentication, user managing routes, and securing the application using middleware. Together with my front end, this backend create a complete full stack entertainment platform. Now I am showing you UI part of this project. First, I start inside entertainment app. We can go client folder. Inside client, we start npm run div. So this is my local host, and we can also start backend server. So first we in entertainment. Inside entertainment app, we go entertainment backend folder and start node server. So running server running on port number 5000. MongoDB connected successfully. First, we copy this and open with Google Chrome. Then paste here. So this is the UI of my complete capstone project entertainment app. So I already log in. So this page is like this. First I click on logout button. Then I will sign up. Type name like Alina and write email like alina@gmail.com and create a password. Then click on sign up button. You can see sign up successfully. You can now log in. So click on OK. Login page is open. Type type email ID Alina and type password and click login. See, login successfully. Click OK. So this is home page. You can scroll and search trending movies, recent movies like this. If you want to movies store in bookmark, you can click on this icon. So movie store on bookmark. If you want to click movie, so it show movie image and description and also shows the rating and add bookmark button. And this and also you can search movie from here. If you want to search any movie like you want to search Harry Potter, you can search, click on search button. You can see Harry Potter movies. See, then we click on movies. So in this page, we can see all movies and we can also choose movie by genres. If we like to watch actions movie, so we click on action. So action movies are there. If we want to family movie, so click on family. See, family movie was come. Now we click on TV series. So they are showing some TV series. In TV series, same we have genres like if you want to see comedy TV series, click on comedy. See, all comedy movies are come. If you want to save movie in bookmark, you can just click on this icon. If you want to details of this movie, you can just click on this movie showing the details and rating and a add bookmark button. If you want to add this movie in bookmark, you just click on add bookmark. Now, same feature is available on movies. If you want to select movie for bookmark, you can just click and show the movie ratings and movie details and add bookmark. And this is bookmark button. See, here we can save our favorite movies. If we want to remove movie from here, so just click on remove button. So movie is removed. And you can also log out button so you can easily log out. Then again you can sign up. Bus you write your email and then password. Now you can back on your entertainment app. This is all my this is all about my capstone project entertainment app. Thank you.